Quick chance to show you one of the T6.180 Blue Power auto commands on the drawbar. So the fusion's all into the power beyond. Fittings there, pressure return and LS, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 double acting spools on this tractor. On the Vredestein tyres, 650, 65, 38s, they all are. Look good in the Maserati blue. LED lights. Beltline lights. So this has got front linkage, no PTO on this one, but spool valve, hitch control and spool control buttons, turnable fenders, they will be, yeah, give you a tighter turning lock. We'll just pop the bonnet if we've got a key. Ooh. There we go, bonnet up, that'll go again. If we just undo that. So this is a Fiat powertrain engine, FPT, air filter, the DOC, diesel oxidization catalyst is it, up there where we inject the AdBlue before it goes through the SCR. Aircon compressor, compressor for the air brakes, fuel filters down there. That blue guard just pops off with a couple of screwdriver twists. Radiators at the front, these all open out. Aircon, then the aftercooler, oil cooler, then the main radiator. Oil cooler pipes there. There's your so that'll be your exhaust brake there. So when we hit the exhaust brake, pedal in the cab if you just want to cruise down without touching your brakes but just control the load down a hill. That's a great feature. There's your battery box, easy access straight onto your terminals. The great thing these tractors have got is the battery isolator in the cab. I'll show you that. Something stupid but saves a lot of hassle of ever having a flat battery if you can just pop the isolator off when you finish with it. It's got the Blue Power dynamic command seat, buddy seat. So it's got the screens in. So there's your battery isolator I was talking about, your brake test, Isobus work switches. There's your hydraulic arms and spool valve isolator. If you want to knock those off going down the road. PTO speed selector. So your main joystick. There's your 4 electric spools. Simple control, height limiters, drop speeds, that kind of thing. But a very simple tractor to operate, but you've got absolutely every feature. So it's a full vario, so from a transmission point of view, it's showing the P because we're in park at the moment. You've then got kind of 3 set speeds, F1, F2, F3. So there, as I describe it, your kind of quick go-to speeds, which on your command grip lever here, you can just go up to F3, down to F2, F1. So that's kind of just crawling around, your main sort of working speed in the field or what have you, and then flat out on the road. But once you're in those ranges or those set speeds, if you want to just adjust it, you just move your thumb to the thumb wheel and you can scroll it up or down as much control as you want. So you've kind of got coarse adjustment and fine adjustment within each one at any point. So really easy. You'll see we're in auto mode, which basically means that the auto switch there is illuminated, which basically means we're in pedal mode. So if we hit the pedal now, we just start to move forward, take the foot off the pedal and we'll stop. Equally, we can move forward on the command grip lever, just push it forward and we'll start moving. At the same time, if you want, then you can just take over on the pedal, or you can just carry on the lever, or either which way. If basically you turn the auto off, basically your throttle then and your foot throttle just become like a regular throttle, and you just set your speed on here, and the two are independent rather than working together. You can set whatever you want on those 6 screens. You can equally, you can knock it down to have 2 screens, 4 screens, 6 screens, whatever you want. Across the bottom we can look at engine performance. If we had an isobus implement plugged in, it would show here. Area information, field and farm information, guidance. So if we want to start with auto guide, set a track, etc. So all sorts you can do within that. Yeah, they've all got the joystick, these Blue Power T6.180s we've got. So the joystick, so at the minute I think, yeah, so that is operating the rear spool, so the pickup hitch going up and down there, and that's really nice on that spool. You can obviously set your flow and timer. Equally, we could operate the rear spool from the spool valve here, or we could use, yeah, we could use these switches here as well if you want to. So like a lot of things, there's multiple ways of doing anything. One nice thing in this tractor is it's very easy. So at the moment when I operate this spool here, the front linkage down there doesn't move. It's just moving the pickup hitch or the grass pickup on the baler. But if I just switch to the front and let it flash a couple of times, now then when I move this lever, it's there dropping the front linkage. Simple as that. And what it's done is it's swapped the rear pickup reel on the baler now then to that green spool. So it's made so you can switch very quickly with this button whether you want the joystick to work the front or the rear of the machine. That's quite a nice feature. What else can we show you that's nice and simple? Your engine modes here. So we've got set speed 1. You can see the engine revving up there. Set speed 2. It's now dropping down. You see on the needle. So that's dropping down to 1500. And if we just knock it off, it knocks it back to tick over. So obviously lots of different uses when you might have rather than trying to mess around and put a different set speed in with the throttle, you just want a fixed point easily and dance between 1 and 2, whether you're at the headlands or whether you're in the work in the field or what have you. But the way of setting these is just so simple. So basically number 1 at the moment is set for 2200 as it shows on there. But if I just want to reduce that, obviously I just use the minus button here and just bring it down, and you can see as I'm doing that it's bringing it down on the needle, and that is now the new set point. And when I want to take it off, it just drops back down to tick over. So you've got 2 options, and just you set it up or down for depending on whichever option you've got selected. What else we got? Hitch raise lower. If you just want a very fine adjustment of your hitch, rather than using your main hitch control here and your up and down and your draft control, obviously again you've got it on your joystick or on your command center grip. Again, your spool valves, we were using this before for the pickup, we were using this, but we could also have used it on the command grip. So again, just depending on where your hand is falling or what you're doing, where you're twisted in the cab, you've got the options to operate the machine really comfortably. Another nice feature on these tractors with the Blue Power and with any of the dynamic command seats or the New Holland seats, the rear headrest, we can just elbow it out the way, so then your arm fits nicely over the back, so when you're looking around you've got great visibility to the machine at the back. What have we got up here? Lights, beacons, obviously your radio would go up here, sunroof pops up, you've got blinds down the front, blinds at the rear, it just pops up on a switch there. But yeah, really well spec tractor. Not a lot really it's short of, to be fair. So yeah, we've got these T6.180 Blue Powers and obviously all the other range of tractors we've got in, but only just because we've got, I think, 10 of these arriving this week, or last week and this week coming. As I said, 4+44 at 0% finance, 3 years, 3,000 hours warranty. Fantastic spec tractors, some with front PTO, some without, but otherwise they're all auto guide ready, with receivers ready to go. Yeah, all 50k varios, all got the joystick, full spec, all got the LED lights. Give us a call, any of our sales team, be glad to talk to you.